Good morning, guys. All right. Like we kind of said before, we're going to approach the day with caution. I feel like we got multiple things kind of going against us when you're talking about rollover week and FOMC statement tomorrow. So it always seems like a lot of times leading up to that interest rate decision, which I don't think they're expecting any kind of interest rate change, but man, you know how that goes. So So we did trade last night a little bit. Like I said, we just kind of continue that $100 type gold. We're still working on that 50K account. We had a 25K account also, but that was that one I said that I got trapped in that crazy dumping gold the other night. That gold, they took it from me. Good old gold. We did try a funded trade last night on gold, just for one micro, looking for 50 points, but it was super choppy last night, and I went to break even, not break even, but just a few points above a wick or below a wick. And so we got stopped out for a $26 loss. And we took a loss yesterday on the one funded account. So right now these accounts are back to even. So we still need roughly $1,000 in these accounts to get both of them to pay out. So between this week and last week's price action, man, it has been tough. So just trying to survive. So usually that's kind of what I tell myself whenever price action is just super crazy. Just survive the price action without doing any real damage. Then eventually price action will come back around and you get back in that groove again. So that's kind of what my plan is going to be for the rest of this week until price action feels a little bit more normal, because price action has not felt normal. Sometimes we just get like these crazy runners leading up to FOMC, and kind of go straight up or straight down, then they yank it back up during FOMC or yank it back down. But hopefully it's not one of these days where it's just constant chop. A lot of people don't even trade the day before and the day of the FOMC statement day. So just be careful. No reason to ruin your week just because you weren't able to get a trade. If anything, work on an eval. Or I got one funded account that doesn't have a lot of profit on it, that I think that's the one I'm going to trade this morning. I don't think I'm going to trade the ones that I just need like 9 more trades to get a payout. So unless the price action is just like super clear, nice, clean, but until I see that, I'm thinking about just sticking to my one funded. I have about $350 on. I really haven't really traded this account a lot. I've just been taking in and out type trades just so that, it doesn't get shut down. So we did have a nice looking pivot move this morning. Man, I love the pivots. The pivots. All right. Maybe the market makers were out drinking yesterday and they're celebrating St. Patty's Day, and so they're just going to let the market be in a free fall or to the moon type trading day. All right. Oh, I do kind of like to move back down to the downside to kind of rerun these hourly candles. You got your 4 hour previous low down at 24 720. What's up, Two Ton? How are you doing today? Yeah, we finally switched over to June contracts. They said that June has a little bit more volume, so we'll just see how it is. I'm going to approach the day with caution anyway. Just being rollover week still, and plus FOMC statements come out tomorrow, and so I feel like this could be another couple choppy days. We need to get through the next day or two. So the next two day or two is just going to be all about protecting my funded accounts. We don't want to keep, because right now the price action has been so choppy lately. It's almost like we get a win, take a loss, get a win, take a loss. It's been kind of like that type price action with my fundeds the last few days. So I'd rather just, because I have two fundeds that are about 9 trades away from payout. And so I just don't want to keep taking hits on those things. So that's why I'm kind of considering just sticking to my one funded that I haven't really traded a lot. So I think that's the route we're going to go today. That was you last week, dude. The last two, even the opening range, which I usually am fairly good at trading. Uh, so like my one funded account, I took my very first loss on that account. We're up what, $1,600. I took my first loss last Thursday on that account, and then I took the second one yesterday. So I've had two losses this recent price action that I've had like in over a month. And it's the break even, like you're saying. You take a win, take a loss, you get it back the next day, then you take a loss, you lose it again, get it back. So it's been that type of price action where you're saying like break even. It's just back and forth, back and forth. So man, what a nice move here right before pre-market. I mean, we're already what, up 50 points. So this is going to make a pretty massive yeah, what I've been doing to try to protect myself when with my fundeds, I do one trade only on my funded accounts. So either it's a winner, loser, break even. I just accept for whatever happens. I've been really trying really hard to stick to that because it's kind of like what you're saying. Like you take a loss, then you try to get it back. You get it back. You're like, well, let me get one more trade to get back in the green. Then next thing you know, you're even farther in the red. So like what yesterday I accepted my $120 loss and didn't even think twice about it. I just told myself, oh well, it's a $120 loss today. We'll just move on to the next account. And so that's kind of what I've been trying to do to keep myself from and I've done a pretty good job with these two accounts because I've gotten as close as about $800 from payout on these two accounts. But from this back and forth recently, I'm still in the $900 to get to a payout, or roughly $1,000. Hopefully, no more than 8 to 10 trades, depending on what kind of profit we get on them. So I even tried my hand with like a little gold trade last night, and I think that's that one we lost $26 on a funded there in the gold trade. Oh, woo! Drop my water. Thank you guys for all the likes and follows recently. Dude, this is turning into being a nasty 15-minute candle, guys. Anytime that this candle is over 50 points at first 15-minute candle, uh, it it makes it super hard to trade that 15-minute candle that I like to trade. But what sucks is we're going to get this nice, good movement in the pre-market. Then once the market opens, we're just going to be chopping sideways. Or either that, we'll get that really big blast. I think besides the one thing also that I hate, what's up, Jay? The other thing I hate is when the market gives you no kind of pullback and it just goes straight up like 100 to 150 points. And all you can do is sit here and watch because you don't want to FOMO and chase it in. Because usually what happens when it does that, what do we end up with? Like a 50-point wick back down to the downside. And you're standing there holding that freaking breakout at the top side. So that is another crappy price action to join in. If you FOMO on those like really big breakouts on the opening candle. I've already started telling myself this week that this is rollover, FOMC, that we're just going to protect our accounts. This is almost going to be a wash week when it comes to the funded accounts, guys. That's just, I keep telling myself that because if I don't, I'll end up trading them and end up blowing up my accounts or end up taking big losses. So I just kind of just try to repeat that to myself so other people hear it so I don't have to come back and say, man, I effed up and traded those freaking things. So just F it up. We're still doing fairly decent in the overnight session. I'm hoping eventually to start trading funded accounts. Oh, did the chop get you yesterday, Devin? No. I've been trying my best, man. Like, stay away from this garbage. Yeah, anytime that it's rollover week and FOMC, man, and they're on top of each other, shoot, we're asking for it. We're just asking for it. Either that or you got to downsize a lot. So, like, all my trades are 3 micros. So, like I said, this is already a crappy, a choppy, like, starting out, man. We're already pushed up 100 points in, like, the last, 20 minutes since the 8 o'clock candle or 9 o'clock candle. I'm actually, what I want to see is a push back down. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for us to hit this previous day high, wick above it. I'm pretty sure a lot of times we get around that previous day high, we start pushing back down. I would not be interested in a short unless we lose this pivot. Uh, I'll just get the link for you. Let me get the link for you. Yeah, I think we have existing home sales this morning, guys, and that's at 10 o'clock. But I don't think that usually don't really do too much. The big news is going to come tomorrow. I don't think they're supposed to change interest rates decisions. I think interest rate decisions are supposed to stay the same. Do I work for a hedge fund? No, Peter, I do not. I don't know too many people that are streaming on YouTube that probably works for a hedge fund. I wouldn't think they do, but I don't know. You would think if you're working for them and trading for a living, those people have a lot more capital and a lot more, probably a lot more experience, or people with a lot more experience teaching them, I would hope. And they could probably do a lot more manipulation with their, billions of dollars in funds. They have definitely a lot more capital. I'm just trading on prop firms. I eventually want to start a cash account and kind of trade it with my funded accounts. I've been wanting to do one for a while, but I'm just making sure I stay consistent with my trading. Because, with cash account, you're putting pretty much all the cash that you put in that on jeopardy compared to just using, 20 to 60 bucks on a prop firm account. So, what time is it? We got about 5 more minutes before the market opens, guys. Dude, we're up 100 points. Come on. Look at this nice little pivot play. These are like some of my favorite entries, man. Off these pivots right here, we get these little doji candles kind of printing around the pivot. Then you get like another wick into the pivot. Man. Nice. All right, we got about 10 seconds for a new candle here. What's up, Patrick? How are you doing this morning? I don't know too much about that ticker ABAT. That's I can look that up. I'm just not sure what that is. American Battery Technology. Yeah, I know the electrical car battery market seemed like we've kind of plateaued a little bit. I think the price got driven up a whole bunch during the Biden administration, during you know the big push for electrical cars, whatever all the money they were getting back from the government. I think that really pushed the electrical battery a lot higher than probably than what it probably needed to be. Kind of like the way they did COVID, pretty much, where they pumped all those money into the companies to make their stock score. Then after we come back down to reality, you kind of get a more level type price action. That seems like what it's been like the last few years. Anytime government gets involved with certain things. Remember, guys, we're going to be, but I'm not sure. I don't really follow the whole battery thing. I just know that it seems like we had a big push for it. I saw like you would see like electrical car stuff like everywhere, and now it just seems like you don't see it as much. But I think everything kind of goes through that, no matter what it is. I still think there's going to be a big push for more electrical cars and stuff down the road. I think as soon as they come out with like a technology where the batteries probably they probably get a lot more farther use, I guess. Like for traveling, I think once they make it easy for people to travel in electric cars, that's when I think you would see a lot more bigger push for them, because that's usually the biggest complaint that I usually see whenever I'm just flipping through TikTok, coming across people traveling with electrical cars is the massive downtime, or finding stuff that works correctly, or whatever the issues that people may run into. All right, so we're back down to the 25,000s. Man, I feel like if we can push those previous day highs, I still would like to see a retest. Thank you, Patrick, for the subscribe, man. We're pretty much just trading NQ futures over here, or MNQ futures. In the evenings, I do try to take some gold trades, but I haven't really got to the point where I take gold trades on my funded yet. I did try last night for the first time, but I'm still kind of fairly new to trading gold. I would like to see a retest of the 15-minute / retest of the pivot. But just be careful trying to take trades up here around the previous day high. It can get pretty choppy. We definitely don't take trades into the previous day high. That's just asking for it. I would like to see the move to the downside. I would like to see us get back under the 900s, then start making a push back down to the downside to run this previous 4-hour candle back down at 720. I've been consistently doing it for about 2.5 years. The first 6 months, I probably spent trading 1 day a week because I was still kind of working during the daytime. And so I had to kind of get my schedule adjusted. All right, so guys, the market is open. There's a retest every 15 minutes. Also back to the 50% of the previously hourly candle. Didn't really, and that was also kind of like a 75 hit also. I would prefer to see a pushback to the pivot here. But you see, I always feel like the market rechases itself back to that midnight candle, which is down at 780. And see, this is another mild open. So the same type price action as yesterday. Got to get above 30 here, guys. Same type opening we had yesterday, where it was super choppy. The Bulls had a hard time pushing it. It probably took 10 or 15 minutes for the Bulls to finally start pushing up yesterday. If we can get through the pivot, we should make a what I would like to not pivot. What I'd like to see is for us just to push barely above the previous day high, then print a candle and wick into it. That would be a cleaner type price action than it would to be the breakout above the previous day high. All right, here's the previous. Let's let's get through here. All right. We still got 2 minutes on this next 5 minute candle. Trying to see what do we. Uh, there is a little bit of a consolidation back from March 12th in this area. We're just being patient, waiting, guys. We still got a minute and 25 seconds left on this first 5 minute candle. You basically want to see this next candle print and kind of wick into the previous day high to see if that's going to hold or not. $50 left. 50 seconds. I would think since we hit the 75, we would get a pushback to the 50. So if you like trading whole numbers, that would kind of how you work your whole numbers. We always kind of go from 25 to 50, back down into the 30s to 25, back up to 50, back up to 75, back down to 50. Then hopefully the second push will get you up there to the 90s. Come on. I can't jump in unless we get some kind of pullback into that previous day close. Because it's pretty dangerous trading around the previous day high. So I was hoping that we can get this pullback into the 40s or 30s. Because I know what happens if I try to jump in here, we're going to end up getting that pullback. Then I'm sitting here holding like in a 30 points of drawdown. Mm. Push down. I'm trying to get a better entry. So I'd really like to see it push down to the 30s. I don't know, man. It's just This is that same type price action that I got. And oh, you're good. We're just trying to keep from getting chopped up today, is all we're doing. So didn't really get the pullback into those 32s. I want to see a pullback and retest the 32s. I don't really want to jump in unless it can pull back and retest that level. And that way it can kind of give you a little confirmation that, hey, the previous day high is going to hold and we'll stay above it. Because the bulls are just having a hard time pushing it higher here. What's up, Nick? How are you doing today? Pretty much same type price action we had yesterday. Very, very mild open. Did at least give us the 75 there? I think that at least gave us the 75. So that would have been right at 15 points. But like I said, it's just... All right, we got 40 seconds left on a brand new candle. Our next pivot sitting up there at 125 or 130. Almost feel like I should go move it down to just looking for 10 points instead of the 15. Is there anybody in a long or short right now? Another 50 test here. I still feel like it needs a retest of that previous day high sitting at 32. Did you trade any last night, Nick, or did you sit on the sidelines? I'm trying to get. I'm sorry. Let me see the message here. What's up, King Williams? How are you doing today? Oh, nice. $1,000 on the eval. Heck yeah, dude. We're just sitting here being patient, guys. So far, we just had the one kind of candle just kind of just track to the upside, but other than that, we're just been just chopping right now. So remember, today and tomorrow is just going to be all about just trying to survive with your accounts, get through rollover week, get through FOMC statements. Then hopefully after that, we'll go back to just a little bit normal price action. Remember last year, April was almost untradeable last year, guys. Like the market was insane last year, last April. I don't think we'll get that this year, but last year was insane. What is March contracts? Anybody trading March contracts? Do they look any better? So might not even have a funded trade day today, guys. Might just be an eval only day. I'm definitely not going to trade the two main fundeds that I've talked about pre-market, the ones that we need 900 something dollars to pay out. Those are the ones that I've been kind of just going back and forth recently, just trying to hold on to my threshold. So, because we're still over the drawdown threshold of 2,600 and 1,600, we just don't want to, you know, keep chipping away at that by trading this choppy mess. I wouldn't mind seeing us start selling back to the downside, get through the previous day high, get back through that either that or maybe it would need to retest that previous day high or pull back, retest the pivot or something. Man, preferably even the previous day high if we lost it. But man, we're just sideways trading. So in a minute, it's probably going to break out, and you're just going to have to be sitting on your hands watching. The ugliest breakout. So true. Did have a little inside bar on the 5 minutes for anybody that likes trading those inside bars. Man, it's already what 9:46, guys. You should have gotten in with one micro. What was that? 10. Mm. After hitting the 10, you kind of want to see it squeeze back into the 90s here. So basically, you hit the 10, you pull back into the 90s. Then once it's back over the 100 level, most of the time it'll continue squeezing. We pretty much had that same type setup yesterday, but unfortunately, we got stuck at the 20s yesterday. What's up, Java? How are you doing today? So far, very mild open this morning. Very slow price action. No real type breakout action today as far as the opening goes. So we're still just kind of sitting on our hands at the moment. I almost took this inside bar, but it was so hard to take that into the whole number. About to hit a pivot up here at 34. Did anybody take the consolidation breakout here with the two sideways candles? See what kind of pullback we get on this candle here. Hmm. Uh, I want to say for longs, you really don't want to push back any farther than the 85. That would be kind of like your 50% pullback. You kind of want to hover around here around the whole number. Then that next push, we maybe push up to the 34s. Still waiting for retest. Yeah, this is a fairly deep pullback here, guys. what 60% pullback to that almost 75. It's going to drop now. I was thinking we would push up to at least the 30s before we move back down to kind of take out that pivot. Oh, my legs. Quarter, are you in a position right now? Or are you still waiting also? Hmm. We've got about less than 4 minutes until news happens. So just be aware of that if you're in a trade. I'm not really sure what the new home sales is going to offer this morning. So you probably want to try to protect your profits. It shouldn't do too much. Oh my goodness. It's almost turning into we might not even get a funded trade this morning. It might just go strictly eval only. We just don't want to do anything stupid with our funded accounts today. That's all. I mean, that's the main goal at the moment. You got about less than 3 minutes before news. I don't think it's going to do a whole bunch. Maybe it might be one of those like quick 10, 20 point little wicks or something. Is there anybody in a long right now? Did somebody take this long and maybe got in a little late, say above the whole number, or what? Is anybody holding a position? You would think that we would struggle getting back through the 80s here. We'd take a little bounce. What's up, Ponzi? You're short on Tesla. Nice on the 20 points, 2 ton. Thank you guys for the follow on TikTok. Dana, Lex, Zed. I'd almost rather us lose the previous day high and just dump 100 points. That's kind of what I'd like to see. All right, guys, just so you're aware that news is about to pop here in 40 seconds. Hopefully, it doesn't do too much if you're in a position. Just be aware of that. So, kind of protect your profits, or maybe make sure your stop loss is in the right place. Or, I don't think nothing much is probably not going to happen. I don't think it's 3-star news. I'm not sure. I think it's like existing home price sales or something like that is what the news is this morning. But tomorrow is going to be, what do you want to call it? FOMC statement. So between today and tomorrow could just be straight butt price action. I mean, it looks like we're creating a little. All right. New everything candle. I wouldn't mind seeing another consolidation period right here. Then this fourth candle kind of creates a little bull flag and breaks out. That's what I would like to see. just a just a gamble chasing that run. uh, we are creating a nice little bull flag though. We got 3 5-minute candles here, so still got about 3 minutes left on this. Oh, you're short on Nvidia? Nice. I haven't followed any Nvidia news. Usually, I don't really pay much attention to Nvidia until it's earnings. So here comes maybe that possible 2532 retest that we were talking about from earlier. And we still got a minute 50 seconds left on this candle. You're short in Java? Nice. I'm still just kind of sitting on the sidelines. We're still just kind of waiting. I'm not going to be in a big hurry to take trades the next 2 days just because I don't want to mess up any of my counts on non-farm payroll. Not non-farm payroll, but FOMC statements and rollover week. Okay, so you've been short since the 90s. Okay, nice. Let me find my Rico candles. I haven't even looked at those this morning. Sorry about the charts. What target you looking for, Java? Or have you already took your target or profit? This is kind of where you want to see it break above here. Sounds good, Ponzi. Out at 65. Oh, nice. That's a nice 30-point trade. Is the bear flare bull flag gonna work out? We need to kind of see a push above like what 95 is 100 here. You kind of want to see it kind of push up above this with a little momentum, then push up to the 25 or even to the pivot up here at the 35s. Man, I can't remember the last time I don't think I've not taken a trade in the first 30 minutes, guys. It is insane price action this morning, guys. Kudos to anybody that's been able to get a little profit out of this. I think it's because I already came into this market telling myself that we're going to be overly cautious today with the fundeds. So I do like the bull flag that we have set up here. We just need to break back up with the 100. And the follow through just looks horrible. Either that or we need to get back below the previous day high here at the 32. So, excuse me. Java, was that your first trade this morning? That short you took at the 90? Nice. Ponce, how long do you hold your shorts on your stocks? Do you hold those for a while? Since you seem to like the shorts, are you in and out in a day, or how do you do your stocks when you're saying you're holding Tesla and Nvidia? We are doing the MNQ this morning. Right now, we're just kind of just making a slow, grindy move back down to the downside. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a little bull flag breakout here, but that's not happening. Another 5 minute inside bar. Anytime you start seeing inside bar after inside bar on these 5 minutes, the price action is super choppy. This is the third inside bar in the last 15 minutes. Probably micros. Minis will blow your 25 and 50Ks really quick. You almost have to be perfect whenever you're trading minis on those size accounts. Because you got to think a 50-point move will pretty much destroy a 25K. And 50K, it'll take, what's that, $1,000? You get what, $3,000 in drawdown or $2,500 in drawdown? And what, 50K, depending on what prop firm you're trading with, most of them are anywhere between 1,000 of drawdown to 1,500 of drawdown. So yeah, minis will destroy those quick, unless you're just full porting them and just trying to pass them. I mean, I guess it really depends on what you're doing. But if you're working on your trading strategy and just getting more comfortable with that, I would just recommend, micros. I mean, once you build a little profit base, you can always up it to 10 micros, and that way you can scale out. All right, there's our previous day high hit. I know of any time in the past that I've tried to trade minis on any account. So basically, what happens, all it takes is one trade to just take a massive loss. And then you're going to try to get it back on the next trade. And then you're in two minis. And next thing you know, you don't have an account. It's gone. So that's usually the the fell of destruction there. You take the trade with the mini, the next one you're like, you know what? Let me put on two more minis. Let me see if I can get this back. Then there is that you get it back. Then you know what? I want to be green. Let me. I think I can do this again. Then you enter again. Then your account's blown. Uh, Trust me, we've all done it. I've done it. That's why I'm sitting here saying it, because I've done it before. I haven't done it in a little bit, but I've done it. At least not with the multiple minis. So, nice little bounce off that previous day high here. I wouldn't mind if this would print for a push back up off this previous day high. But if we start, let's see. So 25,000 is kind of the bull bear line for me here. Now, if you just want to do away with, like, maybe not trading evals because you're decent at trading your fundeds, I mean, a lot of people just full port their fundeds, I mean, evals, but that's, everybody's preference. I don't ever do it because I like using my evals for practice. I mean, I figure the more trading, uh, the more trades you take, the easier it gets. So I usually trade my evals because, and plus I stream a lot, so there's no way for me to sit here and trade fundeds freaking for 5 and 6 hours a day. So I have to just trade evals. Dude, I hit the buy button, sell button. It didn't go in. I was trying to short down below that previous day high there. 32 will be my line in the sand here, guys. Back above that previous day high for me is a closed trade. Like, I will close my trade if it goes back above that 32. So we're only going to be in this for about 10 to 15 points. Back above 30, the previous day high, my bias changed back to longs. 25 is a bounce spot here too, guys. $25,000 is a bounce spot. We're just going to risk basically what, $20 of our profit on this runner here. Now, if this blasts the previous day high, we kind of go back to looking for longs. I probably should have been smart and took my runner off at 25, but I thought we could pop it. Yep, so runner got stopped out here at the previous day high. So it paid roughly 25 points. All right, we're about to get a new candle. Let's see if we can get the squeeze to the top side. We're playing the opposite side of this previous day high here. So below the high, we look for shorts. Above the high, we look for longs. And use that as our stop loss. And that way you kind of get in as close as possible without risking a whole bunch. You can have a very tight stop loss. Five seconds. This will be the last trade on this account here. Ooh. Come on. Dude, what a grind we've gotten into here. Man, I thought as soon as we broke this previous candle, we would get a instant kind of instant 10 points. Then the runner would just kind of grind. But man, even the first 10 points is kind of a grind. We're still bouncing off the trend line here. We just need to hold this trend line here. I was thinking maybe we get a push to the 75s. That way, at least that would be the first safe move up to the 75. You want a full port? So the 32 guys will be my line in the sand here. So if I feel like we're going to lose the 32, we'll close our trade. Oh, this price action today, guys. Can we get any closer, guys? Can we get any closer? Oh my goodness. It's barely just holding, man. Come on. Like I said, I'm not a fan of today's price action, dude. This price action is just insane today. Oh my goodness. I'm glad we stayed away from our normal like funded accounts today. Oh man. I didn't realize we were that close to another 5-minute candle. Dude, this thing could just dump hard on us. Don't really want it back below this candle here. Back below this candle, it gets kind of scary. So far, it didn't quite break it here. Like I said, 32 is my line in the sand here, guys. Back to the 32. If I feel like we're going to lose the 32, I will close my trade. Definitely not going to hold on to the loser here if it loses at 32. So that was a good sign. This candle did not break this candle here. So hopefully this thing can start pushing up now. Come on, nasty girl. Come on, nasty Nas. Dude. Dude, rollover FOMC is just not letting us down, is it, guys? This one. I hate when I get close to my profit like that and it constantly keeps coming back and forth. I'll get shaken. It'll shake me out of it. That's usually what happens, or either that I just end up taking a unfortunately loss because of it. Then it'll end up pulling back. Then it'll just rip up. After it stops me out, that's usually the way it goes. Man, if you're over leveraged in this price action, this is definitely how you get chopped up if you're in a few minis. Goodness. Woo, man, what a struggle bus that was. We're just going to look for the highs up here. Actually, I may even shoot for the 110s. Or 102. That'll be 40 points. What's up, Capital? How are you doing today? I'm looking to get short at the 150s. This will be the last trade on the funded, guys. So whatever happens, if we get stopped out with our runner, this is going to be it for the funded. Then we'll probably just switch over to evals after this. I tried to be so patient today with my funded so I didn't get chopped up or get myself in a bad trading position. So I tried to make sure I traded either above the previous day high or below that previous day high area. We're kind of want to target those 130s up there around that pivot. So squeeze. Squeeze. Come on. How have you been, Capital? You still working a lot? You're only holding because of the weekly candle low, Dan? Uh, looks like our runner's about to get stopped out here, guys. So, all right, runner got stopped out here. All right, we're switching over to the evals here. Now that we're on an eval, we'll probably get like the blast, whatever direction we pick. That's how it usually goes. Oh no, you're good, man. All of us have to, do what we got to do to stay alive and make a living. It's part of life. You either got to work a lot or figure out how to make money so you don't have to work a lot. So either way, we're all stuck in that cycle of life. At least most of us, I guess. Like I said, we switched over to an eval, so looking for 675 on the SPY. I think I heard Methodical Man say something about he was looking at those 93s or something. Is there anybody, what do you say? I'm still long. Now that it stopped us out, it's probably going to start ripping. Rip it. We're going to be. Let's see if we can get the break out of this consolidation block here. Yeah, I want to end my day real soon here. I don't blame you, Dan. The next 2 days, you just need to survive. Just survive. Have your, try to keep your funded accounts. Don't wreck them over these next few days. Get through the FOMC statement and get through this rollover week. And hopefully next week I'll get back to normal. All right, we're about to have a 5 minute candle, so we're pretty much been in this box going on 20 minutes, guys. I didn't even take so far, we didn't even had a chance to take a elusive trade today, Nick. So we tried 2 funded accounts and we're pretty much sitting at break even. We didn't really make anything off these funded, so now we're just going to switch over to the Bewley eval that we were trading last night. I think we made 130 last night, so maybe we can just risk that profit in that account. I still kind of want to target these highs up here or this pivot at the 130s. Kind of breaking out of our consolidation box here. Woo! You lost it on the micro, but you put the boys on the table on the NQ. Is that what you're saying? You slap the NQ boys on the table, like, okay, NQ, go to work. But you know what happens if you were on the wrong side of that, Nick? It would have just ruined your day, man. Oh, goodness. The revenge trade would have got you. Yeah, you would have been cooked. That's how you get cooked right there, man. Some days it works out good for you, but then you just keep pushing your limit with those freaking minis, man. And oh, goodness. Nick, I can't remember the last time that we're not been able to find a decent trade. Today has just been one of those days, man. Ugh. Whew, goodness. I'd almost, I mean, if you can do it with a micro, that's what I would shoot for. Uh, I just know the price action is going to be straight garbage between today and tomorrow, man. It's always like this during rollover week slash FOMC Papa Powell statement tomorrow. So, and there's a lot of other countries making interest rate decisions also right now. So it's just, ugh. What? let's lose this. If we're going to look for shorts, we got to get back below the previous day high here. I'm still halfway away from still getting back my one funded account with Luciv. I'm trying not to work on a lot at once. I'm going to just do one by one. The same way I do my Bulanox accounts. So we're still kind of just trying to get that 6th and 7th funded account with Bulanox. And I still have a trader launch account that I have to start trading. I almost want to just go trade gold with in the evening and look for freaking, look for like a, $200 or $300 wins on those accounts. Oh no, I couldn't. That's right. I tried to do that last night, and I guess you have to send them an email to unlock gold, so it wouldn't let me trade gold. That's what it was. Maybe we'll get some nice trading, nice movement during the lunch hour today, since we didn't get really a lot going on. It's not that we didn't get movements today. It was just so choppy. It just wasn't a good follow through. Mm, what is my man doing? He longing? Oh. Oh, you're still holding the long, Dan? Man. Another retest of the previous day high. So you definitely want to see this level hold up. I'm just looking for 10-point take profits on my stuff, man. I'm just. What's your line in the sand, Dan? Or what's your entry, Dan? Were you leased up some? I mean, we pushed up to the 90. So, I mean, if you got long down the 60s and 50s, uh, it was up almost, what, 30 points? I don't know where the weekly low is. I know, I think I hear you talking about the weekly low, but I didn't look and see where that level was. Oh, you're trading options. Okay. I tried to be in that a little bit sooner. This is eval only, guys. That's the only reason I took this. We're done trading fundeds for the day. This is only going to work out because I'm in an eval. That's the way it goes. It couldn't do this on my funded. Since we're on an eval, it's probably going to be a boner candle to the top side here. We're about to have a brand new 5-minute candle, 30 seconds. Push for Dan. Push. Dan needs to push. Come on. All right, good deal. Got a 5-minute candle here. Let's see if this thing can print and stay on top of this box. We want to stay above the 80, 75 area, then get the push. We don't want to retest that box back down there. What's up? What's up, Christy? How are you doing today? Full port. Don't incur. No, I think Dan said he's doing options, Christy. Yeah, we're not red. It's pretty much a break-even day on the funded account. We're like $8 in profit, so we didn't make crap on the fundeds today. This eval currently from last night, plus if this trade works, it should put us somewhere between $200 and $300 on the eval. But as far as funded goes, I was super cautious with the funded today. This is a very tough week of trading. This is Papa Powell / rollover week. You know, we got FOMC statements tomorrow. So this is a good week to just destroy your accounts, especially if you're not using good risk management and you're over leveraged. This stuff is chopping back, 40, 50 points, which is very tough to hold on a mini. So we're just trading we're in this for 1 micro at the moment. We started off with 4 and we're down to 1. So am I using random charts, Mamba? I don't know what you mean by random charts. We're trading on a Ninja Trader. I don't mess with I don't know too much about the options. I only brought up options, Mamba, because Dan, he's trading options. And so I know very little about option trading. That is way out of my realm. So only thing I know about options is you can buy 100 contracts and do a call option on those 100 contracts and make money off premiums. That's the only thing I know about options. Okay, so you just started. Yeah, options are hard. How long have you been doing options, Dan? Uh, I don't think these charts will let me look at that ticker, Mamba. These are just, I'm just, tied into future contracts. So it would only let me see like the ES, the QQQ, the gold, silver, and future contracts. It won't let me look at individual stocks. Or it'll let me look at them, but it won't have any data behind it to move it. Because you have to either pay for data or you have to get your data through a prop firm to get the data on your ninja charts. This is probably going to be the last trade of the day here, guys. Oh, for the morning shift. I mean, for the morning time. We will be on My Funded Futures with Methodical Man this morning for anybody that wants to join us at 11:30. And hopefully we'll be able to take some trades on that side today too. Hopefully the price action starts moving a little bit better during the lunch hour. A lot of times you'll get that whenever we chop around like this in the morning section. So hopefully that's the case today. I hope so. I hope. Well, we could get some crappy price action for the FOMC tomorrow morning, Dan. That's a possibility too. But I'm hoping after Wednesday, after FOMC is over, Thursday, everybody's on June contracts. So hopefully Thursday and Friday gives us good price action. I almost feel like this whole week's a waste when it comes to trading. Like we haven't really made nothing on our funded accounts this week. We've been super cautious with our fundeds. So I almost feel like this whole week's just going to be a wash. You know, we don't want to see the pullback. Come on. We're up like freaking 20 points. You're waiting on for the big green candle. He's waiting on the smash the boner. What you call it? I can't even say it. The Hulk smash boner candle. That's it. Got tongue tied there for a minute. Oh, this is how they pull the money out of the longs. Come on, big green boner candle. Goodness. Come on, nasty girl. Quit pulling back on us. Get on up there. Goodness. Nice. Oh my goodness. My entry was at 67. Come on. We did pull back and retest our entry. All right, maybe we'll find something to listen to while we're waiting on the chop to pass us by. There we go. Um, Hopefully our new hourly candle will get us some pop here. Kind of like how it is in the nighttime. You get that new hourly candle and get that little pop. I want an entry now. I'd be careful trying to enter at the top of the range here because we're having tons of just kind of whipping back and forth. No really good, clean, consistent candles. We'll get like that one or two clean candle, then all of a sudden it's just a big freaking big old stick. Just a big old nothing but no body, all stick. Don't really want to see us break back below this candle low. I kind of want to see us push here. And Francisco. Dude, I feel like I'm in the Asia market at the moment, guys. This is what Asia market feels like sometimes. You just have to kind of sit here. If you want to get good at working on patience, trade the Asia market every night. That stuff right there will home in on your patient skills. You have no patience. Oh, come on, Christy, you can do it. You got to get on there and trade that Asia market. You got to work on those patient skills. Come on, Hulk, smash. Someone give the Hulk some Viagra. Bob. Come on. What's your target you're looking for, Dan? What are you looking for up to the upside? What's up, volunteer? How are you doing? Yeah, they're doing good today. We didn't really get too much off the funded today. The funded's pretty much just going to be kind of a break even type trade day, but we switched over to the eval just because the price action is just so choppy, man. It's just a lot of like not any good follow through. We're getting like little candles. We're just not getting the follow through. I can imagine what some of the higher time frames look like. $2. Nice, Dan. $2 on the option play. 675. Oh, there's a strong resistance. Mm. What time frame is that, volunteer? All on the 30, the 500, and the. Oh, on the 4 hour candle. Mm. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll just let it go back to my break even spot. We'll just take it to the low of this candle. We'll go to break even. Maybe listening to a little Allison Chain will get us moving one way or the other. Dude, it's already 10 o'clock this morning. It's gone by kind of fast, even though we haven't really had good price action. Come on, give it to Dan. How long you been holding your options, Dan? Guys, we only got about, say, 5 or 10 more minutes. I have to get ready. We are streaming with the Methodical Man today on My Funded Futures. For anybody that wants to continue watching, me and Methodical Man will be over there together at 11:30. So, for the good times to continue, even though the price action has not given us good times today. Ooh-wee. All right. Looks like our runner's about to get looks like our runner is about to get stopped out here. Like I said, this will be the last trade of the morning until we switch over to My Funded Futures, guys. What's up, Solo? $2 to make you holla. That's pretty funny. I haven't heard that in a while. I remember Pee Wee used to say that quite a bit back in the day. uh, all right. Runner finally stopped out, guys. We're just kind of going to sit on the sideline and probably wait till after 11:30 to take some trades. I'm hoping during the lunch hour we get a little bit better price action here. Let's see. What you trading? We are trading the MNQ, and we are trading the micros of the Nasdaq and Lucif. We're trading Lucif and Bulanox as far as prop firms go. The best deal for Lucif, if you're kind of a new customer, you get your first 2 accounts at 50%. And after that, your next 5 or 40, then your 6th one, I think, is where it goes back down to 30. I didn't take any Lucif trades today. We're still about halfway from, we're at what, 578 on the account. But as far as protecting our accounts, I feel like we did a good job today. We're not going to be in any red. Like I said, we didn't make crap on the fundeds. That was the one eval that we were trading. And that $26 loss came from last night. So it's pretty much where we're at on the counts. So like I said, today and tomorrow is just going to be all about protecting our accounts. You know, not to do anything stupid and lose evals or lose funded. So just protect our accounts the next 2 days. We don't want to get chopped up. Tomorrow morning can be just as bad since it's FOMC tomorrow morning. What do we got? About 4 more minutes. We'll hang out for another 4 minutes or so. Dun, 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 dun. Is there anybody trapped in position right now? Like you're stuck? Like, so is anybody stuck long or short? If you're long, stuck in your long, as long as this previous day high holds, I think you're fine, but you don't really want to lose this previous day high. Uh, Still got about 1 minute 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. So far, it's been a fairly decent little support and resistant line here at the previous day high. And got about 1 minute left. We tried to short this location a while ago. $40 left. Very tempting to short this previous day high here. Oh, come on. And 32 will be my line in the sand again, guys. If we lose 32, I will close my entry. This thing could blast that 32 again. It's trying to push through it. Like I said, through the 32, I'll close my entry. We're going to have to close it. I don't want to let it push back up there again. I don't think it can survive a second push here. I got my mouse kind of clicked on the close button. We're going to have to head out in a minute, guys. Like I said, I have to get my stuff set up to go stream with the Methodical Man. Damn it. Dude, this will be the third time pushing up, man. That's just way too many times to be pushing up there. It gave us multiple opportunities to get out of that. I was hoping to at least hit that first target before we had to get off here. $20 seconds left. $5 seconds left. All right, looks like we may have to close this. That'll be the line in the sand there at the 38s. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I have to go get my stuff set up real quick. So we're going to get, looks like, stopped out for that move to the downside. All right. Thank you, guys. Everyone have a good evening.